Hello and welcome to the Lair. This is my little experiment in going live. I've never done the live thing before, so I'm just messing about with it. So it's totally random, out of the blue, and unedited. And so I'm not even sure how the audio is coming out. But random blog, and it's been a couple weeks since I've done a vlog, but I've been back to work, so that's been eating up a lot of time, making me tired, as well as just messing with this a little bit. Yeah, do that a little bit better. I know I'm a little backlit, but I'm practicing guitar while I can. So if somebody actually joins me on here and takes a look, they'll see how badly I'm playing. But I don't get to practice too much. Usually the person I live with is working, or usually going to bed about this time, so I usually can't practice my day off. But yeah, it's just been way too hot too. I was going to do some vlogs, throw some more content up over the past couple weeks, but haven't really been able to do that. I don't have any air conditioning in my house, so it gets really, really hot in here. Just the other night, it was like 95 degrees. I came home at like 2 a.m. from work, and it was just suffocating in here. It was hotter inside than out. But yeah, they called me in back to work about 2 weeks ago, and and which is very annoying because they hadn't called me in for 2 months. So I was out of work for 2 months. And then, so much for being essential. But they did finally call back, I think it was like about 2 weeks ago or so, around the time when I had some repair people in for repairing my washer. And yeah, that's another story there. My washing machine had went out, and now I'm without a washing machine, and I have to use a laundromat, and things are expensive. But yeah, so they wanted me to go in that day, the day that they called me, and I'm like, yeah, not happening. I'd only had 1 hour of sleep, and I know I'm trying to look up there, trying to look at myself down here too. I need to reposition the camera eventually. But anyway, so I'm just sitting here strumming and practicing guitar. And so yeah, I really need to get out of that job though. But right now, with this coronavirus stuff going around, it's a little hard to find a job with everything being locked down, or everyone's being cautious. So, but so I've been trying to find a new job, hopefully one within my field, because right now I'm not in my field, which I need to be. But it's crazy sometimes, and it really gets me down also, but I gotta try to keep my spirits up. But yeah, so anyway, sorry about the delay in getting a new video up. I'm hoping to get some more stuff soon, and I'm hoping this microphone is working good. I can't really hear the audio, but so anyway, that's that. And it gets really hot in here as well, so it just saps out all the energy, unfortunately. And even if I did do stuff, like for some of my art projects and stuff like that, it would be kind of hard to do in this heat. I've got, I was thinking about showing some cards and stuff too, some more of my collections. But again, and granted, I think it'd probably be a little too boring to show my I think I might still have my video though that I did with my comic books, but yeah, it might be a little too boring, so I never put it up. But if you think it's interesting, just let me know, and I might see about it. If I should still have it on my computer somewhere. I did make a video last year. I just never put it up. About I had my room full of comic books. I was recataloging them. But anyway, so that's where I'm at right now, and I've been back to work, but sporadically. I'm not working too much this week, I think. And then I don't know. It's also annoying. So anyway, I am just going to sit here and pluck and practice my guitar. This is something else I've been trying to do, and it's actually something I first tried doing back when I was little. I did have a guitar when I was real little, and I used to just try playing it by ear, and which is basically what I'm doing now. Although I did get some pointers from a guitarist friend who has actually played in a band, and so going by some pointers on there too, and reinvigorate my love. I always love the sound of a guitar. Sometimes it's just so relaxing just sit here and strum, even though I can't really play an actual tune. But it's still nice to just hear the sounds. Right now I'm just strumming the neck. So I don't know if you can see it, but this isn't the guitar that I got when I was little, though. I'm not sure what happened to that one. I think it might have got left behind on one of my moves, or my sister packed it away and doesn't realize that she packed it away. But I know a few years ago she had asked me for it. I'm like, don't you have it? But because I know I didn't have it. I only have this one, which came from my uncle, one of my uncles who had passed away. He was only like 36 years old when he passed away many years ago. And this was just one of the things that was left behind, and I ended up getting. So I think my mom said it was given to him by a friend. So I'm not exactly sure how long he had it. But I am going to strum this, and so hopefully, I don't know if anyone was going to see this or not, but whatever. Enjoy. I did try to make a video the other night of a vlog, basically saying the same thing I told you tonight, basically, but I think this comes out a little bit better. But I was talking real low, and of course, just like today, I have no makeup on my face today either. But yeah, when it's so hot in the house that your makeup just wants to melt off, it doesn't do any good. So yeah, you get to see me without makeup. But and that might be the way it will be for a little while anyway, until it cools down a little bit. But yeah, with music, I always loved music, but I never learned how to play, like really learned how to play just by ear. I also have a keyboard that I used to jam on all the time, but I kept it packed away after I moved, and I never unpacked it. So, and that was a long time ago, because I wasn't expecting to be still here. Which, yeah, like I say, another strike against this place, not just because of the drab-colored walls that I can't change because I don't own a place, but there's no air conditioning in here, and there's no way to put an air conditioning in here. Air conditioner, rather. Because, like, wherever there is a window that you could put one in, there's not a plug nearby. and what plugs we do have would not be strong enough for an air conditioner. This house has some weird ass wiring, so it's like I could blow a circuit breaker just by putting in a hair dryer. But luckily, I don't use hair dryers really anyway. It messes up my curls. I like my curls. But that's one of the secrets to my keeping my naturally curly hair showing nice and curly is by that's a secret. If you have naturally curly hair, don't touch it with a hair dryer, or you'll be fuzzy. And I mean, granted, sometimes it could still get fuzzy, but if you wet it and you put in proper product, it'll stay nice and wavy and curly. I mean, shorter hair probably doesn't matter as much. I mean, it doesn't get as fuzzy as longer hair. But yeah, little beauty tip. But yeah, I use a hair dryer though, like in the winter when I'm putting up plastic on the windows, and sometimes that'll pop a breaker. So yeah, I'm not really sure how an air conditioner will work on it. Plus, air conditioning is expensive too. But yeah, my front window is one of the vertical sliding kinds that the big ones. So you really can't put one in there. The only place you really could put one is in a room of life on hold, but it wouldn't do any good back in there, really, except for bringing coolness to my collections that need it. But I am going to get some strumming in here before I have to go get my pizza out of the oven. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you about my washing machine too. Yeah, the washing machine, we had a repair person in. It was like sometime in the early May, and they were like, okay, they need to get a part for it. And then they said, the part, that they need is discontinued, that, they have to, and also because they would have to replace the whole thing, but there's another part that they can use. So they installed that, and then, so it was working, but yet there was some black stuff getting all over the clothes, which of course, have to stain stick everything. And so it was a couple weeks later, they, called, we called, said, hey, come and fix this. So they were going to fix it. Well, they didn't come, after they installed the part, it was like, but yet they said that they were going to, but they never showed up for their appointment, which of course cost me a day of work. But they didn't show up, and they said, oh, it's, that part's no good. You need to replace the whole thing. It's like, gee, it would have been nice to know a month ago. And now, so we had to contact the landlord, because technically it does belong to the landlord. And we're waiting on a new one. But of course, with this coronavirus stuff and everything, it's taking a lot longer to get anything, especially appliances. Okay, let me see here. I was going to do this a little earlier, but... And no, I cannot play, but I can strum. So I'm just learning. that seems to be working a bit. Like I say, I'm not sure if this audio is any good or not. This is just pretty much a random experiment. I might just keep this up on the channel too. What the hell? People get to see me in the raw. What the hell? It is not as warm as it has been last week. Last week, like I say, I was getting in the 90s, 95. Today, I think it is a nice, cool and chilly 83 degrees. So not quite as bad as it was last week. I don't have to keep anything on ice that needs to be iced and whatnot, except for obviously the food that's in the fridge and stuff. But, you know. I know I should have done it earlier when people are probably actually listening, but I want to thank YouTube user Jill Wu for translating the sword for me that I showed on my latest sword showing with the white katana. It had some Chinese writing on it. Apparently it was Chinese, and it was actually a Japanese haiku. And she translated it for me. For that translation, referred to that video. I don't exactly have it in front of me right now, but you know, it's pretty nice, and I liked the haiku as well. Thinking about maybe tossing a couple poems out there also that I've written a while back. Maybe in a later edition. I know today I just seem kind of like laid back right now. I'm actually kind of relaxed today. It's been so relaxing today that I had totally forgot to make dinner. Even though, granted, I was only gonna pop a pizza in the oven anyway, but you know, I wasn't gonna do anything really outlandish today. I like to cook, but then there's just some days when it's like I'll just throw a frozen pizza in the oven and be done with it type sometimes, which today's one of those days. But yeah, I was gonna do that like at 7 o'clock, but that didn't happen. I looked at the time. I was kind of really relaxed. I think I actually even dozed off. And I look at the clock and I'm like, oh, I still need to make dinner. But I actually enjoy dinners. I don't get to have actual dinner when I'm working. I have to usually eat leftovers or something before I go to work, and then just have munchies along the way. Really not exactly what you would call nutritious. Another strike against the job. It's like you're on the road for almost 9-10 hours, and I mean, even though you could actually stop at a fast food joint and get food if you wanted to, I don't like doing that. And so, for one thing, money. Also, fast food isn't exactly good for the waistline either. And you're basically just sitting on your tuchus all day or all night, depending on your shift. So it's like, all that stuff's just going to sit right on your hips and make you waddle before you're 50. And nobody should be waddling before they're 50 years old. Actually, nobody should be waddling at all, but I know that sometimes when people get older, sometimes stuff starts happening and you have no choice but to waddle. But, a person who should be in really good health really doesn't have an excuse to be waddling. So, I don't want to start waddling before I'm 50. Or before I'm 45 for that matter. No waddling for me, thank you. I don't want to go out like that. But yeah, so I just basically take a couple of granola bars, some fruit that I can eat on the go, like an apple or something that's not going to be too messy. And usually that's my snack, and a bottle of iced tea. That usually helps keep me going. Sometimes I have to stop at a fast food joint and maybe get like a snack wrap or something like that if my sugar's going down too low or something, because even if you don't have diabetes or anything, you still have to worry about your blood sugar going low and whatnot. So so I do have to try and watch that. Also, it helps keep you awake sometimes too. But yeah, that's pretty much that. So I try to stay as healthy as possible. So it's like I always look forward to my days off to where I can actually have a nice home cooked meal, which I always like to do. And I cook pretty darn good too. One of these days I might actually show off one or two recipes. Maybe I could do that for a video. Although a couple of the stuff that I would probably want to show off is more for the autumn period when it's a little cooler. Because a couple of my favorite foods that I like to make, I've got this killer pasta dish that I love to make. I don't eat pasta that much anymore like I used to, but every so often I still do. So I know pasta, I have a problem with starches, like if I eat too much, it bloats me. It is a thing, plus too, pasta is not really nutritionally dense. It's a lot of empty calories and stuff, but so it's not an everyday thing. But every so often I'll still indulge, because I love pasta, I love rice, I love potatoes, which is like the three things that are not good in abundance for some people. It gets the triglycerides up and everything like that, which isn't really good. And it does bloat the belly a little bit. I have a nice pasta recipe, and then I also have chili. Chili is one of my favorite things to cook in the autumn and winter months, and it's really good the way I make it. And you might like it too. Let me see when I put that in. That should be done about 10 o'clock. So yeah, so I got a few more minutes of practicing here. I know I haven't really been doing too much in the way of practicing. I fell behind myself today. Been reading also. That kind of helped put me behind us a little bit too. I've been I wouldn't say rediscovered them, because I really never read the books. I've watched the movies, but I've been, and I know people are really down on it now, considering the stuff that the author has been saying on her social media has been really causing a flap. But the books themselves are still okay. It's the Harry Potter. and I've been actually reading the Harry Potter books, and I've never read the books before, and they're good stuff, despite the current situation with the author and her running of the mouth and her ideas. I don't support the ideas, but the work still stands up pretty good. At least that one anyway. I don't know of her other works, but okay, that was. But anyway, how about some more strumming? Because I know once my friend gets home, I'm not going to be able to practice. That's the other thing. I can't always practice my guitar because usually the friend that I live with is usually home around this time, usually going to bed around this time, or sometimes already in bed by now. But he actually had the afternoon shift today, so I was actually able to get onto my guitar and mess around with it for a little bit and do some stuff that I can't do when he's asleep or watching TV or videos. He likes to watch videos and stuff. Sorry, that was just something someone suggested to me one time. Hey. A little weird noise, but might have some application to it. This little grabber thing, huh? I don't know where this thing came from. This little grabber, huh? I don't know where I got that from. Just thought it was just something that might have came from my glasses case, but not sure. It's in with my glasses repair and stuff, but. hope you like this little visit into the lair, and didn't mind my rambling. I hope you'll tune in again next time I have a video out, which I'm hoping will be more consistently closer to regular, if that even makes sense. But yeah, I may have some poetry reading. I may show some artwork if I can get the spirit to move me. Spirit almost moved me today, but then I kind of I got a little too. So but yeah, so might have that, and hopefully stuff opens up more to where I'm not really stuck trying to figure out what to do. I can probably go out and show stuff off, which would be nice. But in any case, you all take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and wash your hands, wear your masks, and all that other stuff to avoid contamination or getting contaminated in this lovely, lovely time of plague that we're living in. And I've got to check out my pizza. So I will bid you good night.